Hello, in this video I'll be explaining you how to extract a particular data, that is text data, from the Yahoo Finance website. So the text data should be in the text format, that is, it can be the market cap, the P ratio which I already extracted, then it can be open price or bid, ask, average volume. So we will be getting the this we'll be getting this kind of data, so we'll be extracting this kind of data today. Alright, so I've written the code already, so I'll be explaining what I have did in this code. So first of all, what I did is made a sample workbook and gave it a name practice.xlsx. So in the first column I'll be giving the input, that is the stock symbol. So it can be of any stock symbol, it can be Tesla, Apple, Amazon, any kind of stock symbol. So I will assign cell A3 as my input, and suppose I want the market cap of that particular symbol. So I will assign E3 as the output cell. So A3 will be this the cell from where I will get my input, and I will print the output in cell E3. Alright, so first I will import all the libraries which are required to run this program. So we require the Selenium library, which is used to automate the web browser. In our case we'll be using the Chrome web browser. So we'll also import WebDriver manager.chrome. So what this statement will do is it will import the Chrome driver manager, and it will install the latest version of Google Chrome if required, and we will also import XLWings library. So this is a very important library in our case, because this helps us to interact with the Excel sheet. That is, it helps us to take the input from the Excel sheet and print the output to the Excel sheet. So this is a very important library for us, that is XLWings library. So let's get started. Now to get the input, I defined a variable named WB. So WB basically stands for workbook, but it can be any variable. So WB is equal to xw.book. So what this command does, basically what xw.book does is it connects us to a particular workbook. So in our case, the name of this workbook is practice.xlsx. So it will connect us to the workbook practice.xlsx. So always write the name of the workbook in double quotes. Then we want to connect to the first sheet. So since our data is in the first sheet of the workbook, so what we'll do is we'll again define a variable. In this case I'll define sheet1 as the variable is equal to WB, WB dot sheets. So the dot sheets, what this does is it connects us to the particular sheet number. So we can also give the name of the sheet like this in double quotations. If in our case the name of the sheet is sheet 1, so we can also give the name sheet 1, but for simplicity I just want to give the index number. So in Excel the index number starts with 0. So for the first sheet the index number will be 0, the second sheet index number will be 1, third sheet it will be 2, and so on. For the fourth sheet it will be 3, and so on. Yeah. So in our case we want to get access to the first sheet, so I'll give the index number as 0. So with this command wb.sheets with index number 0, we will get the access to the first sheet. Now we know that our input will be, we have assigned the input to cell A3. So we'll write the input symbol or the stock symbol in cell A3. So that will be our input cell. So I have defined variable input symbol is equal to sheet1 dot range. So the range can be anything. The range can be from cell A1 to A10, A4 to A5, but in our case we just want the input from one cell, so, and that is A3. So the range is just A3, which is written in double quotation. So what this will do is it will get any value which is in the cell A3. It might be a number or it might be a character. Now I have defined a variable browser. Browser is equal to webdriver.chrome-driver-manager dot install. So what this command means is it will install the latest version of Google Chrome if required, and it will open the web browser, that is Chrome browser. Now we need to feed some URL to the Chrome browser to connect to a particular page. So in our case, the market cap, we want the market cap of a particular stock. So the market cap is in the summary of the particular stock. So the URL for this summary page is https://finance.yahoo.com/code/AAPL. So as you know, AAPL is the stock symbol for Apple. Now if we try if for some different stock, that is suppose Tesla, TSLA. So let's just try and see if we get the summary page. Yeah, we got the summary page for Tesla. So we can see here that this so in this URL, this is common, finance.yahoo.com/code/ this is common. So let's just paste it here. Let's just copy this whole thing, copy, and let's just paste it here. So you can see that if we change this Tesla to TSLA to suppose Amazon AMZN, so this is the stock symbol for Amazon stock, so it will direct us to the summary page of Amazon. For our purpose, we can generalize this URL. So what we'll do is we'll break this URL from here. So we have to always define, so this is a string, so we'll break this URL, that is http://finance.com/code, and we'll add the input symbol. So here this is the stock symbol for desired stock. So whatever input symbol, whatever stock symbol you write here, you give as an input in A3. Suppose it may be Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Google, any desired stock. So what this will do is what this will do what this plus sign will do, it will concatenate, that is it will join this statement with the input symbol you have entered. So if you have entered Tesla, TSLA, so it will join this and the TSLA. So it in suppose for this example, if you enter Amazon AMZN in the input symbol, what this plus sign will do is it will join this string and AMZN. So the output will be same as this. So this method is called a string concatenation. So now we have got the URL, but now we need to connect to that URL. So we will write the command browser.get URL. So .get, what this .get command does is it loads a web page in the current browser session. So our browser is the Chrome browser, so it will load this URL in the Chrome browser. Now Now we need the market cap. For Tesla. Let's say Tesla. So how can we extract this data, this market cap data? So we'll just right click. We'll just right click on this number, then click on inspect. So what you see here is HTML code for this whole web page. Now if we click here, inspect, select an element in the web page, and if we click here on the number, then we see this highlighted line. So this is basically the HTML code for this particular text or this particular number here. So we will use the method of XPath to find to extract this number or this text in our code. So what is XPath? XPath is basically used to find a particular element in the HTML page. So the syntax for XPath is basically the syntax for XPath is let me just write here. Syntax for XPath. You can just refer XPath as the address for that particular element. So syntax for XPath is / tag name square brackets @ so @ is used to select attribute equal to value of that attribute. So this is basically the syntax for XPath. So here the tag name for this particular text here, the tag name is TD. You can see here it's TD. So this particular text comes under the TD tag. So if you just close this, you can see here the in the HTML it is written under the TD tag. So if you expand this, you can see that this text is under the TD tag. Now you have to find a unique attribute for this particular element. So you can easily see that this refers to this market cap value. This number refers to the market cap value. You can easily read from here. So what we'll do is we'll copy this. So since we know the tag name, that is TD, we know the attribute, unique attribute for the particular element, that is for this element it is data test, and its unique value, that is market cap. I mean for this element as well, for example, let's say for this beta 5i monthly element, you have the attribute as data set and it has its unique value beta 5i value. Why I didn't take the class attribute is because it is same. The class attribute for the market cap and the class attribute for the beta 5i monthly is the same. You can see here. You can see here is the same. So I wanted a unique attribute which refers to this number. Hence I chose data test is equal market cap value. So you can relate XPath as a particular specific address. So what I did is I defined a variable, that is market cap is equal to, so someone has to find this element. So the browser I wrote browser.find element. So browser will find this element by XPath. So find this element by its address, that is XPath. So find element by XPath. So you write the tag name, that is td, you write the attribute, so @ is used to select the attribute, that is data test is our attribute, and the value of the attribute is market cap value. So we will select this attribute, and for the selected attribute we want the text of this attribute, which is 766.108 billion. So this is the text of this attribute, hence we wrote dot text. So whatever value we'll get, it will be in the text form. So we'll print the market cap in our code. Now we want this market cap to be printed in the output cell. So we have defined E3 as our output cell earlier. So what we'll do is we'll write sheet1 dot range E3 dot value. So we'll give this cell the value of market cap, what we have got here. So just let's run this code and let's check if we get the output. Before that we should enter an input. So let's give the input as Amazon, suppose AMZN. Keep in mind that you enter the value and just don't keep it in the edit mode. So you enter the value now, or the program won't. If you keep it like this, the program will wait for you to enter the value, so it will keep on waiting. So just enter the value. Now I've entered the value, and now run the code, and now just let's run the code. So you can see that the code has opened the Chrome browser, and it has directed us to the website or the web page of Amazon, where you'll find the market cap. And yeah, so the code has printed, and our output must be in the cell E3. Yeah, it is there. So in this way you can extract simple text data, or data which is in the text format, from the website. So if you don't need to create a new sheet for each and every data. You just, what you do is just paste this thing. Suppose so in the main script I have extracted the P ratio, which is in the same page of the market cap. So what you do is you just paste this variable market cap, and just copy this variable market cap and just paste in that code, and you define a cell for the suppose let's say, let me just quickly open this sheet. Yeah, so suppose if you want to give the market cap out, you want to get the market cap output in cell E5. So you just add this line, that is this variable, market variable. You add sheet range as E5 equal to market cap. You just add these two things, and you'll get it in the same sheet. You'll get the output in the same sheet. And one more thing I would like to tell, that I didn't use macro to run this program, and I used just the normal normal sheet with the XLSX extension, and the macros weren't enabled for this particular practice sheet. So you can always run the program directly by just uh, by just double clicking on this Python file. So if you don't want to use the macros, you have the choice of not using it. You just double click on this Python file and your program will run automatically.